Welcome to Sacred Stillness, a quiet space for weary hearts and restless souls. Here, every word is a whisper. Every prayer is a hand reaching for yours in the dark. If life has placed burdens on your shoulders you never asked to carry, if you've been holding up a world that feels too heavy, if you've ever wondered why God allowed this road, and yet you keep walking, you are not alone here. Today's prayer is for those who are tired from carrying things they never chose, the responsibilities, the grief, the roles that were handed to you without asking. It's for the silent warriors caring for a sick parent, for the single parent raising children alone, for the one working a job they hate just to survive, for the hearts living under the weight of someone else's choices. In this moment, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to hide your tears. You can set the weight down at God's feet and let this prayer be the breath you didn't know you were holding. Take a deep breath. Let's begin.
Prayer 1. When life changes before I'm ready. God, I didn't see this coming. One day, everything felt steady enough for me to breathe, and then it all changed. I wasn't ready, Lord. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have the strength. I didn't even have the words to ask for help. This new path feels like it was thrown at me without warning, like I was walking down a road I knew well, and suddenly the ground split open, and I had no choice but to stumble forward into a place I do not understand. Lord, you know how much I wish things were different, how much I wish I could go back to before, but I can't. And so here I am, standing in the middle of a life I never expected, trying to carry a load I never agreed to. I am tired, God. Tired of pretending I'm fine, tired of smiling when my chest feels heavy, tired of showing up every day when I don't know what I'm walking toward. So tonight I bring this to you, the fear, the confusion, the weight. Take it from my hands, even just for a little while, so I can remember what it feels like to rest. Teach me how to walk this unfamiliar road without losing myself. Help me trust that even in this detour, you are still guiding my steps. And when the days feel too long, remind me that you have already been to the end of this road, and you are waiting there, ready to meet me. Prayer 2. When I'm carrying someone else's load. God, I don't know how I ended up here, carrying what was never mine to carry, holding up the weight that someone else put down and never picked back up. It doesn't feel fair, and I know life isn't always fair, but this feels heavier than it should. Lord, you see how I try to be strong for everyone else. You see the nights I can't sleep because I'm thinking about how to make it all work. You see the way my shoulders ache from holding things together, and the way my heart aches from wishing I didn't have to. Sometimes I want to put it all down and walk away, but then I think about the people who would fall if I did, and so I keep standing. I keep carrying. I keep breaking in quiet places no one notices. God, if this is the road you've allowed for me, then give me the strength to walk it without bitterness. Help me not to resent the ones who left this in my hands, and when I can't carry it alone, remind me that I was never meant to. You are my helper, my strength, my shelter. Hold me up tonight. Prayer 3. When I lose what I loved most. Lord, there are no words for this. No way to explain the hole in my heart. No way to make sense of how I am supposed to keep living without what I lost. It feels like my life was built around this one thing, this one person, this dream, this joy, and now it's gone. And I am left holding pieces I don't know how to fit back together. God, I didn't choose this. I didn't choose to say goodbye. I didn't choose to wake up every morning and remember that they're not here. Tonight, I don't even have the strength to ask for much. I just need you to sit with me in this, to let me cry without telling me it's time to stop, to let me grieve without rushing me toward hope before I'm ready. Lord, carry what I can't, and when my hands feel empty, help me remember that they are still held by yours. Prayer 4. When everything changes overnight. God, how can everything be so different in just 24 hours? Yesterday, I thought I knew what my life would look like. Today, it feels like I'm standing in the ruins of something I thought was unshakable. It happened so fast, Lord. The phone call, the news, the moment I realized nothing would ever be the same. I'm still trying to catch my breath, still trying to understand what just happened. Lord, you see my fear. You see my questions. You see how desperately I wish I could rewind time to before the storm hit. But since I can't, please be my shelter in the middle of it. Hold me so close that even when the wind keeps blowing, I know I'm not going to be swept away. And when the night feels endless, remind me that the sun will rise again, even if it rises over a world that looks different than the one I knew. Prayer 5. When I don't know where to start. Lord, I'm standing here, staring at the mess, and I have no idea where to start. There's so much to carry, so much to fix, so much to figure out, and I don't even know the first step. It feels overwhelming, like I'm drowning in a sea of responsibilities, and every time I try to grab one thing, 10 more slip through my hands. God, you know I can't do this alone. You know I'm not strong enough, or smart enough, or steady enough, but you are, and you promise to never leave me. So tonight I give you all of it. The chaos, the questions, the fear. Show me the first small step, Lord, and when I take it, show me the next. I don't need the whole map. I just need to know that you are walking beside me and that you won't let me get lost.
Prayer 6. When I'm caring for someone who is very sick. Lord, you see them lying there. You see every wince of pain, every tear they try to hide, every moment their body feels too tired to keep going. And you see me, sitting beside them, wishing I could take it all away. I never imagined this would be my life. I never imagined that so much of my day would be measured in medications, doctor visits, and quiet prayers whispered in hospital rooms. God, sometimes the weight of it is so heavy I don't know how to breathe. I want to be strong for them, but some days I feel like I'm breaking inside. I feel helpless when I watch them suffer. I feel guilty when I wish for a moment of my own life back. Lord, remind me that you are here in every sigh, every sleepless night, every tear I wipe away. Strengthen my hands to serve even when they're trembling. Give me patience when I feel frustrated, and please, let them feel your comfort through my presence. If this road is long, then walk it with us, one step at a time. And when I am too tired to stand, carry both of us in your arms. Prayer 7. When I am the only one holding the family together. God, I don't know how I became the glue for everyone else. If I stop, everything falls apart. If I rest, nothing gets done. And so I keep going, even when I'm running on empty. I love my family, Lord. I want to protect them, to provide for them, to make sure they're okay. But some nights I lie awake wondering, who is making sure I'm okay? You see how I try to hide my exhaustion so no one worries. You see how I smile so no one asks if I'm tired. You see how I keep giving what I have nothing left to give. Lord, I need you to be my strength when I've poured out all of mine. I need you to be my rest when I can't take a break. I need you to be the one holding me together when I'm holding everyone else. Tonight, I lay my family in your hands because I can't carry them alone anymore. And maybe I was never meant to.
Prayer 8. When I must give up my dreams for someone else. God, this was not the plan. I had dreams, I had goals, I had things I thought I would do by now. But life shifted, and now my days are given to someone else's needs. Sometimes I tell myself it's okay, that this is what love does. And it is. But deep down, there's a quiet ache for the life I thought I'd have. Lord, I don't want to resent them. I don't want to live in bitterness over what I've given up. Help me to see this season not as the end of my story, but as a chapter you are still writing. Show me the beauty in this sacrifice. Remind me that you see every hidden act of love, even the ones no one else notices. And when I feel like my dreams have died, whisper to me that nothing is wasted in your hands, and that you can give me new dreams when the time is right. Prayer 9. When I am never allowed to rest. Lord, my body is tired, my mind is tired, my soul is tired. It feels like there's always something to do, someone to care for, somewhere to be. Even when I lie down, my thoughts keep running. What if they need me? What if something happens while I sleep? And so I never truly rest. God, I know you didn't design me to live without pause. Even you rested after creating the world. But here I am, pushing through exhaustion because I don't know how to stop without letting someone down. Lord, teach me how to find moments of rest even in the middle of responsibility. Remind me that caring for myself is not selfish, it's necessary. And let me feel your presence so deeply that even 5 minutes in your arms feels like an hour of peace. Prayer 10. When I feel invisible in my role as a caregiver. God, I know they need me. I know what I do matters, but sometimes it feels like no one sees me at all. People ask how they are doing, but rarely how I'm doing. They thank me in passing, but they don't see the weight I carry in private. Lord, I don't need applause. I don't need recognition. But I do need to know that you see me, that you notice the sacrifices no one else does. Remind me that you are not blind to my tears, that you treasure every small act of care as an offering of love. And when loneliness whispers that I am forgotten, let your voice be louder, telling me I am seen, I am loved, and I am never alone. Prayer 11. When I can't share my pain with anyone. Lord, there's a strange kind of loneliness that comes when you're surrounded by people. I can laugh at the right moments, I can join the conversation, I can nod and smile so convincingly that no one ever thinks to ask, "Are you okay?" But you see what they don't. You see the ache behind my eyes when I look away. You see the tight grip of my hands under the table, holding myself together. You see how I wait until the door closes before I finally let my chest rise and fall the way it's been wanting to all day. I'm afraid of telling them, God. Afraid they won't understand. Afraid they'll look at me differently, or worse, that they'll turn away. So instead, I stay quiet. I make my pain small, neat, manageable. And then I bring it here, to you, because you don't flinch at the sight of my broken places. You don't rush to fix the silence with empty words. You just stay. Lord, if there's someone safe, someone gentle, someone you've prepared to hear the truth without running from it, send them my way. But if not, then tonight, let it be enough to know that my soul has poured itself out before the one who already knows every detail and still calls me beloved. Prayer 12. When everyone thinks I'm strong and I'm not. God, I've worn this armor for so long that people have mistaken it for my skin. They tell me I'm strong. They say they admire how I handle everything. They see me standing, but they don't see how much effort it takes to keep my knees from buckling. You see it, Lord. You see the way I collapse on my bed at night, how I stare at the ceiling and think, I can't do this another day. You see how I keep answering the phone, sending the emails, showing up to be what they expect me to be, even when my soul is crying for someone to notice that I am not okay. I'm afraid to tell them, God. Afraid they'll lose faith in me. Afraid they'll see me differently. But here with you, I don't have to pretend. Here, I can be small. I can be tired. I can be weak. And I know you won't think less of me. So tonight, I lay down the armor. Not forever. Maybe tomorrow I'll have to pick it up again. But for now, I just need to rest my head on your chest and let you hold me without asking me to be anything other than yours. Prayer 13. When I feel abandoned. Lord, there's an emptiness in my chest that's hard to put into words. The calls I used to get don't come anymore. The people I thought would stay have drifted away. And I keep scrolling through my phone, stopping on names I don't have the courage to reach out to because I don't know if they'll answer. It's easy to believe the lie that I'm forgettable, that maybe I was only worth keeping around when I was useful or happy or easy to love. But you never leave. You never stop picking up when I pray. You don't roll your eyes at my repeated requests. You don't tire of my tears. Remind me tonight that your presence is not fragile, that you aren't going to get bored and walk away. Let that truth be enough to quiet the ache, even as I hope for people who will stay. And if my circle is smaller now, then let my heart find comfort in knowing that it still fits perfectly inside yours. Prayer 14. When I smile to hide my tears. God, I've gotten good at this, at putting on the right face, keeping my voice light, saying I'm fine so quickly that no one thinks to question it. But you know that under the smile, my jaw is clenched to keep from trembling. You know the sting in my eyes that I blink away when someone looks too closely. You know how many times I've excused myself to the bathroom just to breathe, just to wipe my face before anyone sees. I'm tired of pretending, tired of holding the dam together with my bare hands. And yet, I don't know how to stop. So I'll start here, with you. I'll let my guard down in your presence. I'll let the tears come, trusting that they don't scare you away, that they don't make me weaker in your eyes. And when I put the smile back on tomorrow, Lord, let it be real, not born from hiding, but from knowing I've been fully seen and fully loved. Prayer 15. When I'm afraid someone will see my weakness. Lord, I've built walls so carefully. I tell myself they're for protection, and maybe they are, but they also keep love from getting too close. I'm afraid, God. Afraid that if they see my cracks, they'll turn away. Afraid that if I'm honest about how tired I am, they'll stop trusting me, stop relying on me. So I keep the mask on. I let them see the version of me that can handle anything. And then I come here and tell you the truth. You've seen the unfiltered me, the nights I can't stop crying, the mornings I can't get out of bed without forcing my body forward. And still, you stay. If I can be fully known and still fully loved by you, then maybe I can risk opening the door a little wider. Show me where it's safe to lower the drawbridge. Teach me that being human is not the same as being unworthy. And let your voice drown out the fear that tells me otherwise.
Prayer 16. When I'm stuck in a job I hate just to survive. Lord, you know I don't love this work. You know I walk into that building each day with a heavy sigh, already counting the hours until I can leave. It's not where I thought I'd be. It's not what I dreamed about when I was younger. But the bills don't stop. The responsibilities don't pause. And so I keep showing up. Not because I want to, but because I feel like I have no choice. God, sometimes I feel like this job is stealing my joy one small piece at a time. It's draining the color out of my days. It's making me forget what it feels like to be passionate, to be alive. Lord, if this is a season you've placed me in, help me endure it without losing myself. Help me find small moments of purpose even here. And if it's time for a change, open the right door in your timing. A door that doesn't just give me income, but also restores my soul. Until then, remind me that my worth is not measured by the work I do, but by the fact that I am yours. Prayer 17, when the pressure at work is crushing me. God, I feel like I'm carrying more than I can handle. The deadlines, the expectations, the unspoken demand to be faster, better, always available. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. No matter how fast I move, it's never enough. Some nights I can't sleep because I'm still thinking about tomorrow's tasks. Some mornings I wake up already exhausted because my mind never stopped working. Lord, teach me how to breathe again. Help me set boundaries without fear. Remind me that my identity is not tied to my productivity. And when I feel like I'm failing, let me hear your voice louder than the voices that say I'm not enough. Tell me that you're proud of me, not for how much I get done, but for the fact that I keep showing up even when it's hard. Prayer 19. When I can't find meaning in my work, Lord, I look at what I do each day and wonder, does any of this matter? I spend hours, weeks, months pouring into tasks that vanish as soon as they're completed. Nothing lasts. Nothing feels like it changes the world, or even me. It's hard to get out of bed when I can't see the point. It's hard to give my best when I'm not sure why I'm doing it. God, I need you to remind me that my life has purpose beyond my job title, that even in ordinary work, I can reflect you, that even if my tasks feel small, they can still be acts of service when done with love. Show me how to see people, not just tasks. Show me the moments where kindness matters more than efficiency. And if you have something different for me, give me the courage to take the first step toward it, even if I can't see the whole path yet. Prayer 19. When I'm afraid to leave, but afraid to stay. Lord, I feel stuck. This job wears me down, but the thought of leaving scares me just as much. What if I can't find anything better? What if I step out in faith and fall flat? What if I make the wrong choice? I'm torn, God. Torn between comfort that's killing me and the unknown that terrifies me. I don't want to live in fear, but I also don't want to make a move without you. So tonight, I place both options in your hands. If I'm meant to stay, give me peace and endurance. If I'm meant to go, give me clarity and courage. Either way, don't let me settle for a life that's only about survival. Teach me how to live, even here, even now. Prayer 20, when I feel like nothing but a machine for making money. God, I feel like I've become a transaction. I give my time, they give me money. And somewhere along the way, I stopped feeling like a person with dreams and creativity and started feeling like a resource to be used. It's exhausting. It's lonely. It's like the part of me that once had joy and creativity is fading, buried under routines and responsibilities. Lord, remind me that I was made for more than this. Remind me that my value isn't in the numbers I produce or the hours I log. Breathe life back into the parts of me that work has worn down. And if all I can do right now is keep showing up, let me show up with a heart that still belongs to you. A heart that knows there is a greater purpose, even if I can't see it yet.
Prayer 21, when debt keeps me up at night. Lord, it's quiet outside, but not in my mind. The numbers keep running through my head. The bills waiting on the table, the due dates I can't move, the weight of owing more than I can give. I lie here in the dark, staring at the ceiling, wishing I could turn off the worry. But it stays, like a shadow that follows me from sunrise to sunset. I tell myself, it's just money. But you know it feels like more than that. It feels like failure. It feels like chains. It feels like I'll never get out from under it. God, I need your peace more than I need the answers right now. I need you to remind me that my worth is not tied to a balance sheet, that I am not defined by what I owe. Help me be wise with what I have. Help me take the next step, however small, and trust you to multiply it. And when my mind starts racing again tonight, meet me in the dark and tell me, it's going to be okay. I've got you. Prayer 22, when I have to provide for my family with too little. Lord, you see what comes in each month. You see what goes out. You know how the math doesn't work, how I stretch every dollar until it's worn thin, how I skip things for myself so the people I love don't have to. Some days, I wish I could give them more, not just the basics, but joy. A trip, a treat, a gift they didn't expect. Instead, I say, not this month, maybe next time. And it breaks my heart a little every time I do. God, teach me to trust that you can provide in ways I can't see yet, that you can open doors I didn't know were there, that even if our table isn't full of expensive things, it can still be full of love, laughter, and gratitude. Bless the little I have, Lord, and let it be enough. Enough to keep us fed, enough to keep us warm, enough to keep our hope alive. Prayer 24, when I'm tired of worrying about tomorrow. God, I'm worn out from the constant calculating, from asking myself, will it be enough? From playing every what if in my head until I can't think about anything else. I know you tell me not to worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow feels like a shadow always at my back. I want to believe you'll take care of us, but my mind keeps looking at the numbers instead of your promises. Teach me to rest in the truth that you've always provided, that we've always had what we needed even when it came at the last minute. Help me release the fear that the next time will be different. And when I start spiraling again, pull me close and whisper, I've been in your tomorrow already, and I will be there with you. Prayer 25. When money feels like it controls every decision. Lord, I hate how often I ask, can I afford it? Before I ask, do I need it? I hate how many decisions are made from fear instead of wisdom. Where to live, what to eat, what dreams to chase. It's like money is the ruler of my life, and I'm just trying to survive under its authority. But you are my provider, not my paycheck. You are my security, not my savings account. Help me put money back in its place as a tool, not a master. Teach me to make decisions based on faith, not fear. And when I start to feel trapped by what I don't have, remind me that I still have you, and with you, I am never truly without.
Prayer 26, when I've lost someone I love. Lord, this silence is different. It's not the kind that comes when the room is empty. It's the kind that comes when someone's absence fills every corner. I keep reaching for my phone to call them, I keep turning to say something before I remember they're not here. And that realization hits me over and over like a wave that doesn't stop coming. You know the ache, God. You know the moments I pretend I'm fine so I can get through the day, only to collapse in tears when no one's looking. I didn't choose to say goodbye. I didn't choose to live in a world without them. And I don't know how to carry this loss without feeling like I'm breaking. So tonight, I hand you the pieces of my heart that I can't put back together. Sit with me in the ache. Let me feel your presence in the quiet. And please, hold the memory of them in your hands until I can think of them without feeling like I can't breathe. Prayer 27, when I've been betrayed. God, I trusted them. I let them in. I shared my heart, my dreams, my fears, and they used it to wound me. The betrayal feels like it cut deeper than anger can reach. It's not just what they did, it's what I thought we had, the safety I thought I could count on. Now I second guess everything. I replay conversations. I wonder if I missed the warning signs, and I blame myself for not seeing it sooner. Lord, I don't want bitterness to take root, but right now, forgiveness feels like a mountain I can't climb. So I bring it to you, the hurt, the anger, the disbelief. Do with it what I can't. Guard my heart from becoming hard. Heal the part of me that wonders if I'll ever trust again. And remind me that even if people can betray, you never will. Prayer 28, when I'm carrying the weight of a broken relationship. Lord, I can feel the fracture every time we speak. The distance between us is wide, and no matter what I say, it feels like I can't bridge it. I replay old memories of when things were easier, when laughter came naturally, when love didn't have to be questioned, when being in the same room didn't feel like walking on thin ice. I've tried, God. I've reached out. I've apologized for my part, even when I wasn't sure what it was. But some things are beyond my control. Help me to let go of what I can't fix without giving up hope. Help me to love them without letting their hurt consume me. And if this relationship is meant to heal, make the path clear. But if it's not, help me find peace in the letting go. Prayer 30, when I'm trying to love but feel nothing. God, I'm showing up, but my heart feels empty. I say the right words, do the right things, but inside there's a numbness I can't explain. I remember what it felt like to love deeply, to feel warmth at the sight of them, to care without forcing it. But somewhere along the way, that feeling faded. I don't want to fake it, Lord, but I also don't want to give up too soon. So I'm asking for your help to soften what has grown cold, to breathe life into what feels dead, to teach me to love again, not just in action, but in genuine affection. And if the love cannot return, give me the wisdom to face that truth honestly and the courage to take whatever next step honors you.
Prayer 31, when I'm emotionally exhausted. Lord, I don't remember the last time I felt light. Every day feels like walking through thick fog, carrying a backpack full of stones that no one else can see. I wake up already tired. I go to bed without feeling like I've truly lived the day. The smallest things feel like mountains, and even the things I used to love feel too heavy to touch. I try to tell myself it's just a season, but sometimes it feels like it's who I've become. I don't want to live this way, Lord, dragging my heart through another day, pretending I'm fine when I'm not. So, tonight, I lay down in your presence, not to perform, not to explain, just to rest. Breathe into me, God. Lift even one stone from this backpack I've been carrying. And when I wake tomorrow, let me feel just a little lighter so I'll know you're still working even in the wait. Prayer 32. When anxiety won't let me breathe. God, it's in my chest again. That tightness that makes it hard to take a full breath. That racing of my heart even when nothing is happening. That voice in my head that keeps whispering something's wrong, even when I can't name what it is. I hate this feeling. I hate how it comes without warning, how it steals my peace and replaces it with panic. Lord, I need you to meet me here, right in the middle of this storm inside my body. Slow my breathing, steady my heart, quiet the noise in my mind. Remind me that I'm not in danger. I'm in your hands. And even if the fear doesn't leave right away, let me feel your presence wrapping around me like a steady shelter that no panic can break. Prayer 33. When fear controls my decisions. Lord, sometimes I don't move forward because I'm afraid of what might happen. I stay in the familiar, not because it's good for me, but because I'm too afraid to risk the unknown. Fear tells me I'm safer here, but really it's keeping me trapped. It's robbing me of the life I could be living. God, you did not give me a spirit of fear. You gave me power, love, and a sound mind. Remind me of that when my knees shake. Help me to take even one small step forward today. Not because I know the whole path, but because I know you'll be with me wherever it leads. And when fear tries to speak louder than faith, let your voice drown it out. Prayer 35. When I can't sleep because my mind won't stop. Lord, the world is quiet, but my thoughts are loud. They jump from one worry to the next, from what I said today to what I might face tomorrow. I try to close my eyes, but my mind keeps replaying everything I wished I'd done differently and everything I'm afraid might go wrong. God, I need your rest tonight, not just for my body, but for my mind. Wrap my thoughts in your peace like a blanket. Guard my heart and my dreams while I sleep. And when I wake, let the first voice I hear be yours, not the noise of fear, but the sound of calm, steady love. Prayer 35. When I feel like I've lost myself. Lord, I look in the mirror and I don't recognize who I see. The spark in my eyes is dimmer. The smile feels forced. The dreams I once chased are blurry in the distance. I've been so busy surviving, so busy carrying the weight of life that I forgot who I was before the heaviness came. God, remind me who I am in you, not who I've had to be for others, not who the world says I should be, but who you designed me to be before the pain, before the pressure. And if I've wandered too far from that person, take my hand and lead me back. Even if it's slow, even if it takes time, just don't let me stay lost. Prayer 36. When I don't understand why you allowed this. Lord, I've heard all my life that you are good, that you have a plan, that nothing happens without a reason. But right now, I don't understand this reason. I don't understand why you let this happen, why you didn't stop it, why you stayed silent while my world was falling apart. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, God. I'm just hurting. And I'm afraid that if I don't say these words to you, they'll grow into bitterness inside me. So here it is. I don't understand you right now, but I still want to trust you, even when my heart aches, even when my mind is full of questions. Hold me through this confusion. Help me believe that even if I can't see the reason, you are still who you say you are. And one day, whether in this life or the next, I will see how this fits into the story you've been writing all along. Prayer 37. When my prayers seem unanswered. Lord, I've been praying for so long. I've poured my heart out to you again and again, and yet the situation hasn't changed. Sometimes I wonder if you've heard me at all. It's hard, God. It's hard to keep asking when the answer feels like silence. It's hard to keep believing when every day looks the same. I know you work in ways I can't always see. I know your timing is perfect. But right now, my heart feels weary from waiting. So please, if the answer is coming, give me patience. If the answer is not yet, give me peace. And if the answer is no, wrap me in the kind of love that makes even the disappointment bearable. Remind me that prayer is not a transaction. It's a relationship. And even if my circumstances don't shift, you are still here, still listening, still loving me. Prayer 38. When you feel far away. God, I know you're everywhere. I know you're not limited by time or distance. But right now, it feels like you are a million miles away. I read my Bible, but the words feel flat. I sing, but the songs don't stir my soul. I pray, but it feels like my voice stops at the ceiling. I miss feeling close to you. I miss the warmth of your presence. I miss the way you once felt so near I could almost hear you breathe. Lord, if I've wandered, bring me back. If this is a season of quiet, then hold me steady until the silence breaks. And when I can't feel you, help me remember that my feelings are not the truth. Your presence is. And you have never left me, even when my heart says otherwise. Prayer 39. When I'm doubting my own faith. Lord, there are moments when I wonder if I'm really yours. When I look at my failures, at my doubts, at how often I fall short, and I question if my faith is strong enough to hold me. I see other people who seem so confident, so steady, and I feel small in comparison. I wonder if my faith is too fragile, too messy, too many and full of questions. But you said faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. So maybe I don't have to have a flawless faith, just a real one. Take what I have, Lord, even if it's trembling, even if it's uncertain, and make it enough. Remind me that it's not the size of my faith that saves me, but the one I place it in. Prayer 40. When I'm holding on to you so I don't collapse. God, I don't have answers. I don't have strength. I don't have a plan for how to fix this. All I have is you. And right now, you are the only reason I'm still standing. If I let go, I will fall. If I try to carry this without you, I will break. So I'm gripping your hand, Lord, even if it's with the weakest fingers, even if my arms are shaking, and I trust that your grip on me is stronger than mine on you. Carry me through this season. Keep me close enough to feel your heartbeat, and let every step I take be proof, not of my strength, but of your faithfulness.
Prayer 46. When I finally hand my burden to God. Lord, I've carried this for so long that it became part of me. I forgot what it was like to stand without the weight pressing down. But today, something in me loosened. Maybe it was the way you kept showing up, in small mercies, in kind words, in quiet moments where I could breathe again. Maybe it was the moment I realized I don't have to do this alone, not even for one more day. So here it is, God, the whole weight, every worry, every fear, every responsibility I've been gripping with white-knuckled hands. I set it down before you. If it's mine to carry, give me strength. If it's yours, keep it and don't let me take it back. And when the temptation comes to pick it up again, remind me of this moment, the lightness, the relief, the quiet peace of knowing it's in better hands now. Prayer 47. When I start to believe there is still a way forward. God, for a long time, I thought the road ahead was gone, blocked, closed, dead end. But lately, I've started to see small openings, a conversation that lifts my spirit, a door I thought was locked beginning to crack open, a sunrise that feels like a personal promise from you. This isn't the end. I know the way forward might not be easy, but I'm starting to believe it exists. I'm starting to trust that I haven't been wandering for nothing.
Keep leading me step by step. And when fear tells me it's safer to stand still, remind me of every moment you've brought me through before. Because if you carried me here, you can carry me there, wherever there turns out to be. Prayer 48. When I see God in the small things again. Lord, I used to be too tired to notice beauty, too weighed down to care about the little signs of your presence. But now I'm starting to see it again. The warmth of a cup of coffee in my hands, the way sunlight spills through the window, the laughter in a friend's voice, the unexpected text that says, "Thinking of you." They're small things, but together they feel like proof that you never left. Like you've been scattering these breadcrumbs of hope the whole time, waiting for me to look up and see them. Thank you for the little things, God, for they are not little at all when my heart is healing. Let me keep noticing them. Let me keep giving thanks for them. And let them keep reminding me that joy can grow in even the heaviest seasons. Prayer 49. When I learn to live one day at a time. Lord, I used to drown in the what ifs. What if I fail? What if it gets worse? What if I'm not enough? But those questions haven't built me a safer life. They've only stolen the life I already had. So I'm learning to live differently now, to wake up and ask, what grace do I have for today? To take one step without trying to see the whole journey, to trust that tomorrow will have its own supply of mercy when I get there. Keep me here, God, in the present, where your presence actually is, because here is where I can breathe. Here is where I can rest. Here is where I am okay, even if the future is still uncertain. Prayer 50. When I realize this season will not last forever. Lord, there was a time I thought this weight would never lift, that I would always feel tired, that I would always wake up with dread instead of hope. But I see it now. Even seasons of heaviness have an end. The night gives way to morning, the winter yields to spring, and what once felt endless begins to fade into memory. I don't know exactly when or how this will fully pass, but I know it will, because you are faithful, because you've carried me through storms before, because no valley lasts forever when you are leading me through it. So I will keep walking, I will keep breathing, and I will keep my eyes on you, the one who turns mourning into dancing and heaviness into praise. A gentle benediction for the weary. You've made it here, all the way to the end. Maybe you started this journey feeling heavy. Maybe you were tired. Maybe you weren't sure you could keep going. But you're still here, still breathing, still showing up. And that matters more than you know. If you've been carrying burdens you never chose, I hope you felt less alone in these prayers. I hope you've heard God's voice between the lines, reminding you that you are seen, you are loved, and you are never forgotten. The road ahead may not be easy. There may still be days when you feel the weight pressing in, but you don't have to walk it in your own strength. The same God who has been with you in the darkest nights will be with you in every sunrise. So take a deep breath, release what you cannot carry alone, and remember, your story isn't over, and this season will not last forever. Go gently tonight, rest deeply, and when you wake, may you find yourself one step lighter, one shade braver, and one heartbeat closer to peace.